Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Peace, family. This is your brother, Mr. Holipsism. Despite your religious or spiritual orientation, if any, never dismiss your instincts. They exist for a reason and serve as a compass to help guide and protect you. And there's nothing spooky or mysterious about that. Trust yourself, trust your judgment, and trust your decisions. Most important, never make someone a priority in your life when you are merely an option in theirs. Stop being afraid and pursue your goals and dreams with tenacity and manifest them into reality. Remember, your children cannot inherit your job, so don't cop out by waiting to meet up with future generations in heaven when you can leave evidence of your legacy for them here on earth. It's 2014. Whether or not it's going to be happy or otherwise is entirely up to you. So get on your grind. Just wanted to get that out of the way for the new year. This video is Talking Point Smash version 1.6. This is a special request from my brother Genesis. Want to give a shout out to him and the rest of the BAIO members. And, you know, I hate using members and all that stuff because it gives the impression that this is like some private club or group, and it's really not. It's more of an ideological solidarity, ideological perspective, you know what I'm saying? And just getting African-centered progressives on the same page. It's not like there's some special decoder ring that you need, or, you know, some handshake or whatever to get into the group or whatever. You are an African, you are a member of the BAIO if you are African-centered progressive, if you're a progressive African thinker. You know what I'm saying? And without getting way too off of the talking point, I just got to tell y'all this and share this with you. I had a dude who commented on one of my videos and said, "Yo, man, I hear what you're saying, and it sounds really good, and you almost had me until I saw your avatar, which is a picture of the eye. And as we know, the eye is the symbol for the Illuminati." And I said, "Motherfucker, get the fuck off of my channel and ban his ass immediately. I'm telling you, I'm not having this shit, man. All of these old ass antiquated conscious community talking points, if you kicking that shit, get the fuck off my channel. I'm not having it. The eye of the fucking Illuminati. What fucking Illuminati? The fuck out of here with that bullshit." Anyway, before I get too off topic, I just wanted to share that with you because it just bugged me out for the new year. This nigga talking about the I'm with the Illuminati because the symbol of my thing is an eye. Are you serious, nigga? Anyway, the talking point that we're gonna smash. This is, like I said, this is what Genesis wanted me to do. The talking point is we need to protect our national American interests here and abroad. Let's see. I guess the best way to deal with this, the first thing that comes to mind when I hear something like that, especially uttered from the mouths of black African people, is this old Lone Ranger joke. And I know you've probably already heard this joke, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway, in case, you know, for those who haven't. The Lone Ranger and Tonto were riding across the plains one day when Tonto suddenly cocked his ear at a passing falcon's cry. "Kimosabe, Apache to the east," he whispered. The Lone Ranger looked at his faithful companion. "What do we do?" Tonto pondered a moment. "We ride west." After riding a short while, Tonto again paused, searching the horizon with his eagle-sharp eyes. "Kimosabe, Apache to the west." The masked man looked once again at his friend. What should we do? Tonto scratched his head and thought, we ride north. After a brief ride, Tonto stopped to scent the breeze. Kemosabe, Apache to north. What do we do now? His companion asked. Without hesitation, Tonto replied, we ride south. Within minutes, Tonto reined in his horse and dropped to the ground, placing his ear to the earth. He listened intently. Kemosabe, Apache to south. Worried, the Lone Ranger asked him, now, what do we do? Tonto thought for a hard moment, his eyes squinting in concentration. Then his face lit up. What do you mean we, paleface? Do you get the moral of that story? Well, let me clarify it for you, in case you don't. There is no we. There is no us. There is no our. And in that joke, we are the Lone Ranger, ironically. We're not the minority in the case. We're the Lone Ranger. Because you're sitting up there thinking that your interest and another person's interest are the same. There's a flaw in that logic on so many levels that I don't even know which one to pick out first. But one of the things that I will concentrate on is this. You can't conserve or protect what you don't own, Negro. And that's the thing about black conservatism that's just baffling to me. Like, I can't understand why there are black conservatives. Those black conservatives are usually rich and black businessmen who obtain most of them, like this guy, what's his dude? I forget these guys because they're not even in my cipher. The guy that ran for president, I can't even remember his name. The black guy who I think he runs one of those pizza franchises. I can't think of this dude's name, but you know who I'm talking about. Mr. 999 or whatever. I don't know. I forget. Those guys are going to be the ones who are black conservatives because they feel that they have something that they can lose. So I can sort of understand rich black guys in America being conservative. I understand that because conservatism comes from when you're in a position of power and you don't want to lose your power. Most people in power are conservative. You know what I'm saying? Most of them. No matter how sympathetic they are to the needs of the poor, they are still fundamentally conservative because they want to keep the wealth that they have. When you go down the economic rung, when you get to the bottom of the barrel, so to speak, most of those people are revolutionary because they want a complete overturn of the system because they don't have anything. So most of the people that's really hardcore, kill whitey, the white man's the devil, we got to do this, and we got to pick up arms, and we got to bang on this, whatever, are people at the lower economic rung of society. And it makes sense because if you don't have shit, of course you want things to change so that you can be on the flip side of the equation. But this is the thing. When you get on the flip side of the equation, let's say black folks at the bottom rise and get their own independent nation and control the context of their own reality. You think Rush Limbaugh and Bill O'Reilly are conservative? Wait till you see them Negroes on their own land. They're going to be the equivalent of Rush Limbaugh and Bill O'Reilly and the rest of these conservative, and Sean Hannity and the rest of these conservative talking heads. Why? Because now you have something to lose. So this is why I concentrate not so much on the who's right and who's wrong. My thing is, what context is the argument taking place in? And this is what my main concern is on my channel, is about black folks engaging in conversations where we don't have any stake in. I had a discussion on YouTube with a guy who's, the usual talking point about guys with their pants hanging down off of their ass. And what I said was, okay, I think that's ridiculous too. But at the same time, why am I going to take them to task without first addressing why their pants are sagging in the first place? And the guy couldn't understand what I was saying. He's like, well, we can't have people can go and defecate in the street. Shouldn't I be able to show my disapproval? And I'm like, well, yeah. But my thing is, why is a motherfucker defecating in the street? Can we get to that? You know, I mean, for us to argue about whether it's right or wrong is ridiculous. Why is it happening? That's when you get involved in the process of problem solving instead of bitching and moaning and complaining and pointing out and like what I call black folks doing, analyzing our ass kickings. So no, we don't have a stake in this with white folks. And the most important thing about this is let's just take a look at the racial wealth gap here in America. White people make up 64% of the country's population, yet they lay claim to 88% of its wealth. The black median wealth is 12% of white median wealth. I have the links in this description box. You can click on them. I have the charts. You know, I have all the data that shows we don't have a stake in this shit. This is white folks' land. And don't give me that crap about, oh, this is the Native American. Man, the Native American, until the Native Americans get a nuclear arsenal, they just live here like we do. It may have been theirs at one point, but it ain't now. You know what I'm saying? White folks own and control this land. White folks got their hand on the button. White folks have all the military might in this country. They own this land. And that's the reason why this land is going in the fucking hole. And the reason why I've been kicking, and anybody with half a brain in their head thinking about the future of black African people has been kicking an independent African diaspora nation on the continent. Not here in America, because America will never be ours. Get online for all the people. And all these people are saying that America, this is our homeland. We have a right. We've been here this long. Motherfucker, you full of shit. Nobody else wants to tell you that, but I'm going to tell you. You are full of crap because you don't even want to control the place that you live. Where's your port? Where's your trade? Where's your trucks? Where's your ships? Where's your airplanes that do commerce and business throughout the world and come here to America to enrich black folks here in America? Where is it? You're a joke, and you're not about power. What you're about is obtaining riches for yourself while you're alive and leaving your grandchildren and the kids after them absolutely nothing. No legacy, no nothing. They got to go to school, go to college, and bust their ass so that they can get a good job like you had, because the people can't inherit your job. Like I said in the beginning, they can't inherit your job, nigga. So this whole thing about we need to protect our national American interests here and abroad, first of all, before you can protect anything, you have to get something. And this is the reason why the BAIO and the principles of the BAIO are so relevant to our situation as African people here in America. So, sorry, Negro, you don't have any national interest here or abroad to protect.
They shut the fuck up, boy. This my word. Now what you gonna do?
All right, so that's my first video of 2014. Like I said, this year is about show and prove. I'm not going to give any predictions and make any resolutions and any of the typical stuff that you hear. We have to make a decision on whether we are going to do something or not. I know that in the BAIO group, and that's the dedicated members who are consolidating with each other and mobilizing and networking with each other, have made a decision on something that we want to do. And if you want to be a part of that, learn more about the BAIO, learn more about the principles of nationhood, land, infrastructure, and welcome into the fold, as long as you have love in your heart and you're willing to do what is necessary to make this thing happen. But we're not making no advertisements. We're not putting out any commercials about what we're doing. We're doing it amongst ourselves. It's an internal thing, which is what I've been saying for the longest. Black folks need to deal with themselves internally. So that's all I have to say about that. And I'll holler at you good people later. Peace.